Every weekend, I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other. It's part of who I am. If you ride, you know what I mean. That's why I insure with Shannon's. They get it. They share our passion and give us the features riders want, like limited use cover and multi-vehicle discounts. Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. Whatever you ride, ride with Shannon's.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Rare Spares has over 50,000 product lines and releases over 500 new products every year. Your local Rare Spares distributor has what you need when you need it. And as the only restoration company officially backed by Holden and Ford, we take our part in your project very seriously. Rare Spares, more than just a part in your project.
This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because I'll tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyson just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we get a good run. Dodd's just absolutely but it's a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, viewers from all over the nation. I'm starting to sound like a radio producer. Welcome to Sim Racing World TV, Sim Magic, Sim Rigs, V8 Supercar Pro-Am Series at Road Atlanta. And with me tonight is not Mr. Nathan Shibby Howard. He is busy looking after Mrs. Shibby Howard because she's a bit crook tonight. And we are here with the, well, I used to call him aggro, Mr. Peter Gretton. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good evening, Steve. Good evening to all the viewers. Mr. Aggro, I didn't know that until now, but hey, we'll have to digress on that down the track. But yeah, standing in for Nathan, and oh, wow, as we're just about ready to go back to work next week, Steve, we've got another treat here on SRW Supercars. I absolutely love Supercars. I could have been out there earning money tonight, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to come and do this because Supercars, oh, that's my bread and butter. I absolutely love Supercars. And Road Atlanta, mate, the ups and downs you'll see on some of the cameras here tonight, that the cars actually disappear in some of the lows of the track, and it's very undulated. and some tricky sections. But yeah, round 8, penultimate round, Road Atlanta, mate, it's going to be awesome. I'm not too sure of the format. I'm hoping we get some reverse grid action.
It's a standard race format tonight, I believe. We have 4.09 kilometres tonight, 12 turns, and the boys have already started in the qualies, and we're starting to get some times to come through now. So hopefully we'll start getting some action and starting to sort out who's who in the zoo for the top 10.
Yeah, well, a couple of names that I've noticed that have shown their face for this round. So Road Atlanta rather must be a favoured track, but well, the series has been pretty good, and it's contested in both series. We've got it split just for quali here, Steve, Pro and Pro-Am, and the amateurs, well, to our skill level, they are pros, but Dougie Gowans is out on top, 31 points. So second last round, mate. Have a look at the gap between the top 4. There's bugger all in it. Gowans, Hayden, Fuentes and Daly.
And there's a lot of performance sim races out there. So Tyson will be smiling from ear to ear like a little Cheshire cat, eh?
Oh, 100%. He's proud as punch. He's like a proud dad when it comes to that team, but rightly so. And yeah, Andrew Cowan, you just spoke about one of them. He's 175 off the lead, and a couple of other drivers probably haven't been here all season, have they, Steve?
Yeah, no, they've been skating in and out, some of the other ones. But Cowie's our season 3 champion of the AMs in the Pro-Am Sunday Series. So he's had a bit of an off season this year. This season.
Last season of the year. Thomas
Yeah.
Freeman in the pros though, 57 points over his boss in Michael Whiting. Chris Miller and Blake Delaney, Jamie Dyke. So I believe, have a look at that, top 5 in the championship, and we've already seen a top 5. I'm not too sure if it was in this series or another one, mate. The top 5 finished in a race like that as well. But have a look at them guys, and Harry Dodds is a little bit further down, and a few of the other much loved guys floating in and around the championship. But it's tight in both.
I just saw a car roll over in quali. I don't know who it was, but someone's hitting the sand and done a full rotation. So it was pretty spectacular. The Fishy boys are all going out in tandem out there now, 1, 2 and 3. We've got Mr. Darren Lobb back on track. I've missed him for a few weeks, mate, and he's already setting the standard. Lobby is sat there on a 119.065. This is how close this series is, peoples. Anthony Visma, 19.252. Ty Delaney, who's up there in the lead Fishy boy tonight, which is really impressive, a 19.316. Then we've got a 387, 470, 5155, 59. We're only talking, we're not even talking tenths anymore. We're talking hundredths. That's how close it is, mate. It's unbelievable.
It's it's like that in all the series here on SRW. I've noticed the F3s that I'm commentating with Cowie the last couple of weeks, and with Hamish in the IMSA Shadow series. We do really talk tenths, and I did commentate with Shibby a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember what series, and it was the F3s, and he did say it was the we talk in tenths here, not hundreds rather, not tenths. And it's like that. It's like that. And there's bugger all field spread. 19-0 plays 19-8 back in 10th position there, and that's for the pros.
Yeah, correct. So it's unbelievable how tight it is. It's made for a spectacular series. Well, what do you got? We've got 1 second, goes all the way down at the moment to 14th position. So that's a 1 second gap to 14th position. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So in our AMs, the highest sitting AM at the moment is Scotty Rattler Van Loom, followed by Brad Doble and young Jason Douglas. So Duggo is coming bit of an attack tonight. I'm thinking he's going to have a really good run tonight. He's had a few little off weeks, and it's stalled his title attack, but he's been fighting through and driving really well.
Dynamic team sports driver, yeah, he's been good to watch. He's currently 13th quickest lap so far, 1987. That's a good number, 87. Keep that one, mate. Oh, he's got 88 on his car, so he would be pretty happy with the 87 in his time. Scotty Rattler Van Loon just jumped up the timing by a little bit. I just seen there, mate, 19.365 for him as Blake Delaney is showing up. Oh, I thought he had a crash there, but he...
How good are these cars looking on this track? It's a pretty spectacular track to go on. Ray Douglas, happy all goes well. He's a good little nurse, our Shibby. Evening all, let's go Rattler. That's a good one, mate. Yeah. And listen, while we're just going through some names, people have seen in Facebook all the names that we're still waiting to hear for our next week's Racecraft rig giveaway. If those people don't get to me by Wednesday night, and we're talking, if I don't see it in my email box on Thursday morning, it's all over Red Road for those people that have missed out, and I will be drawing on the night from viewers to replace them. So anyone who's viewing the show next Sunday night that is subscribed to our SRW TV, you will be eligible to replace the guys who haven't shown up and haven't put their name and haven't given me an email to tell me they're available. So if you're out there and you're on that list, or you've got a friend that's on that list, let them know. They need to get to me by Wednesday night. If they don't, they're going to miss out on the draw. And it's a lot. 30 out of 30 people, it's like 15, 16 haven't replied. And it's like, you're talking about $2,000 rig, for Christ's sake. So get in there, people.
Let's refresh the memory if I've still got it down in here. I don't think I do. I think I've deleted it now. You've hit the 1,000, but no, I can't put it back up. But yeah, it's $1,890, and it's thanks to Racecraft Simulation. So you know it's good get.
Yeah, and John's going to be on the show next week as well. So we're going to have John on there, and he's going to have a bit of fun with us as well, and just enjoy it all. So it's going to be a massive night. So we'll be running the AI race between quali and the race. So it's that's what it's going to be on. Anyway, let's have a bit of fun. Let's refresh and see who's where. Darren Lobb's still at the top of the 19065. Thomas Freeman, our current series leader, is the 19.143. So we're talking less than a 10. Anthony Vismar, who's new to the series but doing really well as a driver. Got some really good pace on him. 19.252. Ty Delaney 0.316. Then we've got Scotty Van Loon, Michael Whiting, Blake Delaney, Bruce Tanner, Connor Nixon, and Brad Doble as your top 10 at the moment. So the boys are doing really, really well.
Yeah, 100% they are. Just fixing that little bit of a hiccup. I was wondering why it's showing up none. Still haven't fixed it, so I'll reset them, because none is in fact Lob, sorry. So I'll get that fixed. So you kept saying his name. I'm like, where's this Lob? And then, well, up the top, that was easy to work out, wasn't it? But,
okay. Not on the actual on the broadcast. Sorry. Yeah, that's what it is. So a few of these boys are going to put on a bit of a show. So the show hasn't always been up the front, as you people, the viewers, know that at SRW we try to give everyone their bit of fame, and the boys in the mid pack have been putting on some awesome battles. Even the boys down the back, and Jason Douglas, Troy Dooley, Cifuentes, Noble, they've all been having some epic battles all the way through. And actually, even Dave Coleman's been involved in those mid battles as well this season, because he's had a bit of a shocker. Even he's admitted that himself, that he's had a bit of a shocker too. So hopefully tonight he can get that up to the top end of the table. I've just seen all the fishy boys come out, and we're getting ready for the last 3 minutes of quali, and they're coming out.
One Darren Lob up on the screen now, not as none. But yeah, so sprint round format. And how many races and what distance tonight, mate? I don't think we've run through that, and I'm not too sure about it.
It's a 1 hour official tonight, mate.
Oh, okay, 1 hour race. How good's that?
Yeah.
And we all know the tyres here in a supercar. Well, I'm not too sure about the track, but I know the car. They're going to feel that after about 8 laps, and no doubt we're going to have a safety car or two throughout the night, mate. So the promo department has still got the safety car rights, mate.
A bit of a plug.
Yeah, don't click the website, it's not live. That's one thing that hasn't changed in 2 years.
It hasn't, mate. I haven't. I've been just too busy with real world and real life and this business rather than my other business. So I still do work for it, but just haven't had chance to get the website live. Hopefully over the break. I've been saying that for the last few weeks, actually. But we'll see what happens. There was a call into race control then. Someone maybe impeding, but not that I could see. Where are we with times? We've got 2 minutes left. Who's out on a hottie at the moment? The Fishy boys are following each other. So we've got Freo. Is that Freo Delaney and Freo Ty and Miller? Oh, Miller's lost that rear end. It's all gone for him.
Oh,
and that looks like behind them is Connor Nixon getting a bit of draft as well. Another one has just left the field is Travis Daly. And Cowie's Troy Dooley as well, just as I'm watching it. So I've got my iRacing sitting on excitement. Oh, Thomas is doing really well. That's two purple sectors.
Yeah, he's got already. 2 purple sectors here. That's why I'm on him right now. Really best 119.14, and that was in fact his last lap. So he's putting some times here, and I'm not too sure, mate, if they can, if they have to burn the fuel or they can drop the fuel. But definitely he's leaning into a fast lap with a green there and a purple sector to finish. 119.0. 2.8, so 0.14 off the lead. He's going to jump back in pits, get set and go again. 15 minutes in quali. That might do it, mate. That might do it for him.
Let's do it. Who else is on a push lap? Dodgy looks like he's on a push lap. Who else?
Yeah, where's
Blake Delaney as well by the look of it too.
Dodds 19.914, a little bit off the pace here tonight.
Yep. No one's really improving at this point. Zachary Vlasbom's got 2 greens in his timeline at the moment. Harry's sitting in 14th at the moment, mate. That's a lot lower than I expected him to be.
Maybe not a track selection, although his sector times isn't really too far off. He's probably losing in sector 3. What I can see on my screens, mate, he's actually quicker than probably the top 4 or 5. There we go, pit lane start for 333 for impeding. That's Troy Dooley. So, is that a blessing? That could be a blessing in disguise, mate, getting a pit lane start.
Yeah, on this track you just never know. It's always interesting. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to jinx it. Last time I said something, I jinxed it. I'm not going to say a word. But you know what? Here we go. We've got that's it. That's a quali is just about done. They're all just pulling up. Is there anyone left to complete?
Well, Lobbs, he's just put in a yellow sector 1. 2 for sector 2. Just a little bit of seat time, I think, for this lap. Horton, though, has put in a green in sector 3. So Horton, he's back there in 18th position.
Yeah.
But he still had a little bit of a push in sector 3, but it's a little bit stagnant there. I think, well, all of them, there's only 2 people.
That was close.
A minute.
Nah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's your qualies and position and times. We'll go for the top 10. We've got Mr. Darren Lobb sitting in a 19.014 and Mr. Thomas Freeman with 14 hundredths of a second gap between the two of them for first and second. Third is Anthony Visma with 2 tenths at 119.252. Ty Delaney of 119.316. Michael Whiting 334. Scotty Van Loom, well done for the highest AMs there with a 33.65. Blake Delaney, Dave Coleman, Bruce Tannock, Connor Nixon. That rounds up your top 10. Followed by Brad Doble, who is our second AM, and our third AM would be Jason Douglas. So well done. Actually, Chris Miller's a lot lower than I thought he would be.
I'll swap them over to the pros, mate. Racecraft Simulation, Darren Lobb, Freeman and Visma. That's going to be your top three there. And Ty Delaney held out the rest of his team, mate. Have a look at that. First fishy up there. So Ty Delaney definitely's put in the lap times here at Road Atlanta. Let's have a look at the young fella. How is he going to go here tonight, mate? We're almost set for a race start, and wow. What's your predictions, mate, before we get in through to the grid? Is it going to be a clean night, or is it going to be a little bit of carnage here at Road Atlanta?
I think it's going to be a fairly clean night. The boys are used to this track, and yeah, I think they'll be pretty good. Look, your first lap is going to be your corner down the hill, and then your sharp left at the bottom of the second hill. Those 2 points are really bad pinch points, and if it's going to happen in the first lap, it's going to happen there. If they can get through those two, it'll be nice and clean. It'll be sweet.
Well, let's go through this running order at the moment. I'll change that all to overall, and we'll get back into it. Darren Lobb and Thomas Freeman will share row number 1 next to Visma and Ty Delaney. I mentioned first how the fishies in there. Michael Whiting and Rattler. Look at Rattler and the AMs in sharing the third row. Blake Delaney and Coleman. Tannick and Connor Nixon will round out the top 10, Steve. Yeah,
nicely. And the boys are looking fantastic in there, and you know why I'm saying that is because my screen disappeared. Thomas Freeman. Keep going with them, mate, because I can't read them from where I'm at.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll keep going now. I think I missed a couple there. Chris Funky and Doble will share the 6th row. Douglas and Dodds, Daly and Noble, Troy, Dooley and Horton, Cifuentes and Vlasbom, Sean and Dougie down there in 22nd. I'm not too sure of what sort of a time that Dougie put in there, but he's a little bit further down the field. Whitaker Hayden will share the 12th. Shane Newens, O'Reilly. Greg Barber is our race control. Troy Maguire will start on the last in this field, and I believe, race control, I think, will be busy here tonight, but I think most of it will be NFAs, no further actions, because I believe, that these guys are, going to be pretty clean here tonight. I'm going to say 2 safety cars, but everyone knows that I've been getting that wrong lately, although last night I didn't, as the lights come up for round number 8, of the simrigs.com V8 Supercars. We're ready for a start. Caught me off guard a little bit. Thomas Freeman, Darren Lobb, they get away nicely. And the whole field, there's a fishy, a little bit squirrely there in the back shot, but 2 abreast down to turn 1, and it all looks pretty clean, Steve. Away we're off.
Away they're off. They're going too wide in a couple of spots, but no one seems to be getting underneath anyone's feet. Nice and clean so far. Connor got really close, but got pushed out wide. Scotty got a little bit hot there beside Blake, but everything's come across really clean, and they're already filtering into single rows now, which is amazing. The boys at the back are even getting there as well, so wow. There goes our prediction of early...
we got a car spearing off. That's big damage. Blake Delaney's off as well. He's come back on. Vlasbom, I think, is the one. That's he's just stuck in the fence. I'm not too sure. But yeah, they were they filtered through. Darren Lobb is showing that he's falling through the field.
Lobby's had a bit of bad luck of late. I thought he was going to hopefully get a clean one tonight.
No, he's up there. He's just Blinky Bill at the minute. Dave Coleman is side by side. Wait, that's with Connor Nixon.
Yep.
A little bit of contact. Robbins racing. Connor's in front and taking the position.
Nice move. Beautiful move.
Yeah, he got the job done. Still happening behind him as well.
Right on the grass. I just saw Cowie jump in front of someone, then I thought, whoa.
Yeah, Sam Noble, he's maybe the car you're thinking of, painted up like Cowie's.
Oh, yes, you're right. No, it was one of his cohorts.
Yeah, it was a little bit close. It's a good start so far. Steve, nice and clean and close together. Let's see if we can stay green. Bob Freeman, Visma, Whiting, Delaney. Plenty of extra track use from the back drivers. And
a lot of extra track use there.
Just came off the battle side by side. Not too sure who that was. We'll freeze the cameras there and have a look. This is just identifying some of the undulations here at Road Atlanta. Down the hill, look at that battle. I think that's Coleman making a move. Nut showing the nose.
Boys, a few boys would have struggled across the back there, but that's breathtaking. With these undulations, are a lot tougher than they look in like on screen. You don't get to really see how much of a drop there is, and you got that fast left right here. You're coming across it. Oh, a little bit of dirt taken there by Michael Whiting. He nearly got it. And then they keep going across, and you got it up that hill.
Battle behind, led by Harry Dodds.
Who's that?
Track?
That's Doble.
No, Doble.
Yeah, Doble's going off and wide. It's a tough corner there. That's that spot here, and then this little tight. It's almost a chicane, but it's not quite. It's the really sharp little right-hander. It's a tough one.
Held Whitaker out there as well on his re-entry. He got held up, but I don't think there's not much he can do. He's filtered in behind there now, so probably lost about 4 positions in that, Steve. But a little bit of an off-track. Leads the walls in certain thing here. It's loose.
They haven't given up.
Nah.
He's still fighting for it back.
And even behind him, that's O'Reilly and Doble. And sorry, that's Smith starting to put the pressure on him now from behind. 2 of a second between the leaders. Top 4, there's only 0.4 of a second in it. The top of the field.
Everywhere. Even Ty's putting pressure on the boss man, Mr. Whiting, at the moment as well. So no one's letting up anywhere in this field.
Try and open up these cameras so we can see a lot more. I'll run through your 10. Lob, Freeman, Visma, Whiting, Delaney, Tenick, Rattler, Coleman, Nixon, and Funky. That's O'Reilly falling through the towers.
He must have had enough somewhere.
He did, right here. Go to our first. Probably missed the couple. Yeah, just probably more of an extension than anything.
Really taking liberties with some of these tracks. Crack edges across as you're coming up to that bottom line, and seem to be making their way across them. How race control's going to take to that.
Yeah, they're going to be busy, but I think I made the call at the top. I do believe most of their calls will probably result in NFAs. Just a few bump and runs and race readdresses and stuff like that, as the 640 at Coleman. He's trying to have a look, but he's got Funky behind him. Sorry, that's Nixon.
Yeah, Nixon's just a little bit
edged around him.
Yeah, he lost a bit of round there behind. I don't know what he was thinking, coming in a bit tighter. Maybe he was trying to cut the angle off, but he's nearly got who was it behind him? Dave Coleman, who sniffed a little bit of a gap and thought he'd have a little bit of a wee look.
You're not close enough yet. 1 hour race, remember too. So
yeah, there's a lot of racing to go here. We'll see which Connor Nixon's in the car today, the patient one or the one that puts the nose in and just goes for it.
I've never met the other one. No, I was joking. No, a sensible driver, but very competitive. Very competitive.
Yeah.
Scotty Van Loon has just had a bit of an error.
Yeah, they've gone wide there, and Scotty's just lost a bit of extra pace across there. He lost, how many spots did he lose then? He was in front of Miller, wasn't he?
Yeah, Connor passed him, David passed him. Yeah, so we lost 2, maybe possibly 3. Now he's starting to get pressure from Harry Dodd, was also getting the pressure. There's Jace Douglas back there in 12th, up 1 from where he started. So back here in 12th position, they're still fighting tooth and nail. This is probably one of the bigger battles. I think Blake Delaney, he had a pretty crappy start. I might go back and have a look at a replay because he's down there in, it's re-wide net coated.
Oh, there it goes. There's a bit of extra argy-bargy.
We'll let race control deal with that, but Fishies get through. That's Delaney.
Yeah. Coleman's actually on fire, mate. He set the fastest lap. 1:19.419 so far. Everyone else is in the 20s. That's a full second faster than anyone else at the moment. 5/10 at the least. So we've got a car 351. Yeah.
So was that incident that we called out before? I think it was. Yeah, Brad Noble.
Yeah.
Well, that was.
He came back on. He must have been close.
Not too sure what the outcome was, whether he got a penalty or just a warning, mate. But these guys at the front are starting to push. And remember, there's a couple of things that I remember with the championship, mate. Visma. Was it Visma in this championship that was up the pointy end of the stick?
It's all fishy at the pointy end of the stick at the moment, mate. It's I'll just flick my screen around and give you a heads up on who it is and what it is. But yeah, it's I think it's all fishy at the top at the moment. But the boys are. Oh, here we go again. Mr. Whiting's having a look on the inside.
Yeah, that was Whiting. Just shows the nose. He's going to have to make it stick. Visma, he can drive that fella. That's for sure. He can steer. Lots of curb used around that section of the track. I've noticed they're not scared at all to
taking liberties, aren't they? Taking lots of liberties. So it's all fishy at the top. You got Freo, Whiting, Miller, Blake Delaney, Jamie Dyke. So the closest battle is going to be between Whiting and Freo. So Whiting needs to finish considerably in front of Freo to win. He's 57 points down.
There's bugger all time to get it this round and the next. But on board with Coleman, he has his best lap times 19.42, and you're right, he's the only driver out there in the 19s. Fastest lap for Coleman. Let's hopefully he keeps it on the black stuff.
Yeah, there's a few in the low 20s, but he's a good 6/10 faster than anyone at the moment on the track.
Scotty Rattler leading his class back there. He's got Harry Dodds. Remember, they're not racing for class position, but I'm not too sure. I think they do still score overall positions. There's another incident or race control decisions coming in involving car 43 in lap 5. Contact turn 10, no further action. There's 2 out of 2 NFAs.
Yep.
I'm getting the hang of this commentary caper, Steve.
Yeah, how long have you been doing it for?
4 weeks.
The
20.1, so he's only about 7/10. That's Rattler. 7/10 Coleman. So Rattler just pinched a brake there, but Harry also backed it up with a mistake. So Harry's just spun the wheel there out of sympathy on the exit.
Just give him a bit of excitement. The that pack there is like, what is it, 6-7 cars long. They're all just about what are they? They're just under they're all under a second each underneath each other, and just consistently passing through, just waiting for that little bit of a sniff to have a go. They're just taking turns. So now it's dodgy on who's that? Bruce Tannock.
Yeah, Bruce Tannock, bit of a lock brake, chose to go over. Would have copped a handy slow down as well. As I'll get back, because I thought you sniffed something down there with Dodds. And Scotty's just pulled away a little bit, a couple of mistakes from them. And Scotty's just put a bit of time on him as I'll switch back to intervals. But Harry's got his back windows, I think, tonight. Didn't look like he had his window last round. I was commenting in chat.
He hasn't got him this time either.
Oh, doesn't he?
No, I think there must be something in his setup. Jace is having a bit of a sniff on Harry now. He's getting real close across there. Pressure is on everywhere, isn't it? The boys are just fighting all over the shop.
So there's twice, probably in about a lap and a half, of seeing Scotty Van Loon just make a little bit of an error. Lap 9, I'll tell you, here at Road Atlanta, 4Ks, lap 9, these tyres would be starting to give you a bit of strife. I'm not too sure exactly what was their starting fuel, Steve, but we may be looking, if these tyres are getting out a little bit. We've got another mistake here, Connor Nixon.
I think my memory serves me correctly, they were at 58%.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm not sure what I haven't watched Tuesday night's replay, so maybe one of the Tuesday drivers, if they're in the YouTube chat, let us know when they were picking. Oh no, is that Connor?
There, that's Connor. We just watched him go round. And Dave Coleman,
mate.
first to come down the lane. So the tyres must be a thing. He's jumped first, mate. But these guys at the front now, they're doing a pretty good job, aren't they? I've felt now the race, I called it the other night this as well, but I've felt the race now that we've got the race off and running off the ground. These guys now are just, they're in the zone. They're just settling there. Although there's still battles and battling, they're just skipping away and ticking off these laps rather.
They're in a groove big time. Oh, safety car has been called.
Oh, here we go. So this must have been the Vlad's bomb. I didn't bring it up. I did notice he did lose a couple of positions.
It's gone.
Oh, he's blown an engine.
Oh, he's blown
I'll
an
jump
engine.
jump on board with him. We'll get another crack at it, Steve, because I reckon that's an engine gone 100%. Maybe the good old double shit.
It's
Let's listen.
puffing away like Cheech and Chong for those guys who are my age.
Sounds all good here. Oh, this is Harry Dodd. Sorry, my apologies. Let's go back, have a look at what I was looking at. Jump on board. There we
I
go.
just heard one of the drivers going, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Go live.
Did the safety car come out or not?
Well, everyone's in pit. I'm going to say yes.
Okay, cool. Yep, cool.
Greg Barber, where's he? Is he out on track? He is. But
Yes, he is.
he's in a
He's
bit of an
waiting.
awkward position here because he hasn't. He's come out ready to pick him up, and they've all dived in. So he's just going to wait, and he will pick up the leader. So
The leader he's picked him up now. So
That's
Jace Douglas is going to be on track as the lead car. So Jace is taking a gamble and taking track position rather than going in and pitting at the moment. That might be a good move, mate. Sometimes it's a way to go.
And, you know, although we have seen it as pretty clean here this evening at Road Atlanta, Steve, that safety cars tend to breed safety cars, and it's when you get squeezed up a little bit. And, well, Jason had got to be careful that their tyres aren't going to be stuffed and they cause a big wreck at the front. But, you know, it can get a little bit touch and go in the middle on restart. So track position here over, you know, sort of tyres. Now, we've already done 11 laps. So I don't know how much life these tyres are going to have, Steve, to be fair. But these guys are better drivers than me.
Well, it's a tough one too, because what do we get? We're in 11 laps in. You'd think that'd be still pretty good, but they have been smashing the pants off these tyres like crazy.
Yeah, well, they haven't. Although it looks like they're taking it easy, but they're the guys that are battling. They haven't really had to do it, and I'm still scratching my head with Vlad's because he didn't over rev. I'm going to go back to there a bit while we're still on the safety car, as the viewers would know, because I haven't pressed a button. One button. I've got it simplified, still can't press it. I'm going to go back and have a look as soon as I can find it again. Steve, there it is here, because if we have a listen here, I'll jump on board straight away, and if we have a listen, it's not a double shift down, which is strange, but on board. Smoking though, isn't he? There he goes. So he's already smoking, so I'll go have another look.
He's already blown there, yep. He must have done it at the top of the hill. No, it's already gone there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's well and truly gone, and he didn't come up with an error or a mistake up until then as well, but unfortunate. these
He's usually
engines.
got one of the boys in there spotting for him, so it's usually. Oh, it could be Preacher or it could be Granny in there tonight, spotting for him. So you boys that are spotting, let us know where and when, how it all went down. Someone did ask me if we would be drawing the replacements for the final 30 AI race for the rig tonight. No, we won't be drawing them tonight. We will be drawing them on the night. So we will be drawing them from viewers that are subscribed. So hopefully we'll get some good numbers next week, and some lucky viewer will get a chance to be entered in that race. So we'll see what goes. Accelerating away. So safety car is pulling away at the moment.
And that'll leave Jace Douglas for the restart. And I believe he can go any time from the last apex.
He's got control of the field. He's sitting on 90 Ks, and when he's ready to go, he can push that button. And it'd be great to have some nitro.
Let's see how he goes. Remember, the top few have
control line.
Top 4 have yet to pit.
4 have yet to pit.
The top 4 have yet to pit, so the tyres are going to be a thing for them.
100%. It's so you got Jason, Travis, Shane Nesbitt-Smith, and Ed Hayden. So there's no passing by the control line. He's got control of when they can take off, but he's got to get. I'd suggest get going before the control line. Otherwise, he's going to have people all over the back of him. So the control line is as the track starts to straighten up at the bottom of this hill. Oh, he's gone. He's off. He's gone. He's done a nice little sneaky takeoff there. Well done, Jace. He's pulled a nice little gap there on Travis Daly. He's got him napping.
Yeah, that was a great start from Jace. That's why I sort of went on that view, because we got to see just when he went. But yeah, excellent time to go as single line of stern, and they've stayed. Connor Nixon, big moment over that curb. Quite a few drivers had a moment over that curb, Steve. Lap 13, 20 minutes in.
How good's it look, man? That's crazy.
Thomas Freeman working up.
He's already trying to move.
Oh, and there's, I think that's Visma trying to work back in field as well. That's, who's in front of him? That's Whiting, Coleman.
O'Brien. Whiting's been pushed wide. He's too wide at the moment. And he's with Visma at the moment, 2 by 2, coming up the hill. Let's see how the braking point's going to go. Visma's just got the nose ahead.
Oh, he's getting a big old push by Coleman. 3 wide. Nah, he won't do it. Stays in behind. Visma, though, he done well, though he was getting a bump draft. They fall in, the fishies. Oh, a big moment in over here on this curve as well.
Jeez, there were some boys taking liberties over that curve.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that one.
I think Whiting had a tyre in the air then on that shot, mate. That was crazy. Whew.
Coleman still like trying to have a crack.
And I'm going for a sniff too.
Yeah, here's the battles here. That's Funky over Ed Hayden. You got Suentes. It's just gone, dropped a couple of positions there. Built it in.
It was so close. That is so close.
This is why they're out there racing and not us. Oh, heaps of curbs used. Incident involving car 168 on lap 9. NFA, 3 out of 3 so far.
Conor wants to go the outside again, but he has.
He's gone around. Big incident.
Oh, that's around. That's Dodsy's around there on the left-hand side.
And Blake Delaney was involved as that as well. We go back 3 wide. They're not learning.
Wide. Delaney.
Delaney is 112 of Fuentes.
Yep.
And they've got Whittaker in front. Contact. So, fishies, a couple of the fishies, big name fishies, having a tough night here. Bit of contact, re-enters nicely though. He re-enters side by side, continues the battle. And who's that going up down the side? I think that's Doble with the run.
Noble wide, and they've got one of the PSR boys, and then again,
it's Connor Nixon
behind Doble. Geez, these boys are going 2-3 wide some of these corners. No one's had any contact yet, which is really good to see. Uncle Doug is there. Mr. Gunn's out behind Vlasbom.
Let's get some intervals back up. I totally forgot. I was too much to watch. Too much going on. Lap 15, 21.5 to go. We've only got about 0.8 of a second. Oh, sorry, a little bit more than that, but they're all orange up the top anyway. Freeman survived and has gone up the top of the ladder. We've seen, I'll have to get a replay, a couple of them passes, Steve, because he was in fact 3rd or 4th of that restart. Jace Douglas, who led us to green, he's back down there in 3rd position. Douglas, Douglas and Daly still yet to pit, and Smith still yet to pit in the thick of it.
And Jason and Travis are still doing well, man. They're still maintaining good pace.
Douglas is in.
Jason into the pits.
Daly stays out.
Yep.
And they all move over. A bit of contact, I think. Coleman.
Oh, here we
no,
go.
not Coleman. Sorry, Smith
side.
and Delaney side by side.
Still going.
Fennick wants to have a go too, doesn't he?
Still going. And to get on the back of that is good old Bruce Tannock. He's having a sniff to see if anything goes wrong, so he can take a bit of the crumbs and go through. Followed by Funky Miller.
There's Doble in the pit lane now. 0.3 of a second. Thomas Freeman's got it out. Movers and shakers up 15 for O'Reilly, up 12 for Daly, although he hasn't pit, up 10 for Whitaker.
Yeah.
And after this restart, the safety car restart, guns out, that's for sure.
This pit strategy for Jace, I'm not sure how it's going to come out, mate. He's pretty much, because the field is so condensed, still, they haven't gapped out. This is costing him a lot of time, man. He's come out in 24th place.
There's Fitzmar.
Whiting,
Daly.
Yeah. Jesus, the boys are taking...
Oh, there's contact with these guys there. Don't mind. Get over there, mate. Coleman down the guts. 3 wide, if you will.
Coleman smells the blood, and he's just gone for it. And he's done it.
Oh, he's done it as well. He's hung the 777 of Daly out a little bit. Just enough racing room given. Michael Whiting, he had a good driver's view at that one, but Daly.
What a move by Coleman. That was sensational. That's got to be my move of the night so far.
Straight down the inside. Let's have a look. Tropic view.
That was sensational. He just split the two of them. He found a gap and just sniffed into it. Look at him.
Get out of there, mate. Straight up there. And he pushes him wide a little bit here without contact.
Yep.
Yeah, tap of the brake and gets through. That allows Whiting to get through there as well.
But then you've got Ty Delaney sneaking in as well. He thought he'd have a bit of a sniff as well. He was coming through then. That was a great move by Coleman. That's the Coleman of old, mate. I haven't seen a drive like that for a little while.
We got Kirby, Harlan Motorsports in the comments rather. Boss man not happy about that one. It's a bit eager, wasn't it? 25 into a 1/4 race distance done, by the way, too. Mate, one safety car, blinky car behind. Who that is, I'm not too sure.
The boss man's happy he didn't lose more than one spot. That little bit of
it could have been worse.
Blake Delaney's had a bit of an off there, so he's back on now, but he's lost a few spots there. He's behind Whitaker at the moment. Travis Daly's in the pits. Let's see if he comes out in front of Jason, because they were 1 and 2 at one point. Travis was in front, was behind Jace, and where is he?
Jace is 85% through the lap,
and Daly's still in the pit.
Here he is.
He's taking tyres.
Yeah, it only takes 4 or 8 seconds, I think, so fuel covers it. You're crazy. So Jace Douglas is still in front. Travis Daly just dropped down now, so we'll go back up the front and I'll get some times up and see what difference they've done in in pit stops. As Whiting is just sitting behind in front of Michael Whiting, and cheeky was the word used. I bet it was. Down the inside, a battle behind. Smith gets past Funky. Rattler. No, that's O'Reilly, I think.
That's Visma and Miller. No, it's not. It's Smith and Funky, yeah. But also in that little tussle was O'Reilly.
This Whittaker. No, that's Daly. No, Whittaker.
Look at this.
One of
Three
them.
wide again. Oh. Oh, nice.
Well, they get
move.
through there. They get through there.
Nice
No
move.
contacts. What's our 10 to date as we go into 28th minute? Freeman, Lobb, Visma, Whiting, Coleman, Tennick, Delaney, Funky, O'Reilly, and Whittaker.
Yeah. And what do we got in the AMs? Who's the highest AM at the moment? We've got...
Let's make it a lot easier on ourselves and switch it over and group them up. So we
yeah,
can
just
see
have a
'em.
quick... Here we go. Troy Maguire is the lead AM. No, Whittaker.
Yeah, Whittaker's had a good race, although he's been in the thick of it all night. He's got a bit of breathing room there. The battle in front of him, his teammate, in fact, O'Reilly and Funky. Well, they are teammates, both of them. Bloody hell, there's too many fish. 953,
A
lap
lot of
18,
fish,
turn
mate.
3, NFA, that's 4 for 4.
A lot of fish in this ocean, mate. Nice bit of driving there.
Yeah, good bit of driving. Funky, Whittaker behind. Van Loon. Have a look at this. Delaney's a little bit further, a lot further back than where we're used to seeing. Yeah, he had a something. I might even go and have a look. Newens is coming up with a crash here. First crash we've seen in a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna fix that replay up again. It's gonna be soft if he does crash.
I think he's just taking it. He's on himself. Yeah. Oh, he's caught it. He's caught it. Lucky.
Yeah, he's caught it. Yeah.
Yep. So Blake's working his way back up now, and he's got himself behind Sean Nizaka Smith. We got Whiting at the moment being chased down by Coleman. Coleman's lap times have been pretty good. His last lap he was only 1/10 slower than Whiting, so he's putting the pressure on.
20.344 played, 120.440.
Yeah.
That was the last time round.
Yep.
And again, it looks
They are
like we're all
catching.
smoothing it back out again and clicking over these laps, although there's a couple of battles sort of to touch this one. There's Delaney's in a bit of a heat of it, so that's all the fishies. Darren Lobb's still staying with Thomas Freeman up the front. That's about a 0.8 of a second of a gap, and the closest.
Visma. Yeah. They've gaffed Visma to 4.428, but Whiting and Coleman are catching Visma now. They've got him down to a second gap. And I think it won't be long before they bring the fight to him for third place. And it will be the three of them fighting out for it.
Yeah, safety in numbers, and it always works out. Even if you're not on the racetrack, it works out, but 100% you fully take it and run with it when you can. And well, you've got numbers like some of these teams here, well, it makes your job that little bit easier. But I tell you, when it's down to the boiling point, these teams and other teams just like it that are big in size and numbers, they push just as hard, or probably harder, than anyone else. Delaney's starting to put the pressure on Van Loon again. I tell you, Van Loon hasn't really had a breather this evening. He's always had a car there and thereabouts.
And he's very well versed of his battles with the fishy boys. He's been up and around those boys for a long time. They know themselves really well. They've got some history of some very fair fighting together and some great racing. Connor sort of died off a little bit. We've got the second Connor tonight.
Yeah.
The impatient one. But now he looks like he's settled down. So a bit of what happened there?
Who was that?
That was Smith.
Fuentes.
Missed his no, that was Smith. I think he missed his brake marker and just went straight. So it was the green one went straight through.
It was straight. Yeah, okay. So that was the thing that come up, not that, which was weird.
Oh yeah. But Safinas missed his marker as well, but he didn't pay for the price as madly as Smith did.
It was just funny that he only just clipped the little bit of the grass, and that came up as an off track. And when you shortcut it, it doesn't. Maybe because he stayed on the road, that makes sense. Sam Noble, we're on with him now.
Frio's gone in the pits. No, it's my
that's Hay. So what name is that? Here we go. That'd probably make that a little bit bigger for you.
Yeah, Visma is got a pressure of Whiting and Coleman like crazy now. They've got two tenths on them, and so they're starting to put the foot down. Looks like Coleman's dropped off a little bit to let Whiting do the chasing for a while, maybe to burn his tyres out a bit. So Coleman's probably playing the sneaky one.
Yeah, well, he was pushing hard, and to make that move as well, he probably did use a little bit of that tyre. And then what he wanted, just cool him down, mate. Stay in the hunt. There's Whitaker. I think he's still the leading AM driver.
You reckon that's the move of the night so far?
Oh, 100%, without a doubt. It's going to take to beat that, isn't it? Straight up the middle. It's too far through the list. I will definitely grab it before the session goes. But 100%. It's got to be the move of the night so far. 32 minutes in, we just clicked into 50% race distance at the moment. Whitaker, Rattler, Cifuentes. That's your top three in the AMs.
Viewers, if there's anyone out there that you want us to show, let us know, please. You've all gone a bit quiet in the last 15 minutes. I know there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to see out there because the action is left, right and centre everywhere. And also just to remind you, please like and subscribe because you're going to need that subscription because there's going to be some vacant spots next week and you want to have that spot.
Yep, 100%. You want to have that spot. Nearly a $2,000 rig. And, well, viewers, if you're still all tuning in, no, I won't say it. I was going to give Harry the commentator's curse there. No, let's jump on board. We haven't done it very often with me behind the buttons, mate. But Harry Dodds, Frog Leap Juice Racing. Let's turn this up, and this is the lap around Road Atlanta. Half race distance, still 30 minutes to go. Say, Steve.
Yeah.
Probably the only driver I know that watches himself on cam as he drives off. I was going to say have a look and have a laugh because you'll see Harry watching the stream. Harry, I know you don't have the volume up, but you will watch it back.
Yeah. He was. I swear that Harry's been doing that. You know that jaw exercise where you put a bit of rubber in your back of your teeth and you chew down it to get the rear jaw muscles to expand. I reckon he's been doing that. But just as we cut away from him here and off track, one of the boys is out there has asked to see if we can see Guns Out Gowans. Someone said, geez, he's dodgy driving in a coffin. He looks like he's in the dark. Maybe he's a vampire.
This is why Shibby doesn't put him on. He's like, Harry, fix your camera. He's told him about 30 million times. Michael Whiting's coming up with a mistake now. Oh, so he's in the pit, sorry. Whiting and Whitaker, teammates, two fishies, in the lane 36 in.
Yep.
2-stopper, 3-stopper, 4-stopper, not too sure. Doble. I think that's the 87.
It's going to be close to a 3-stopper. Going to be close. They got Blasbom there on the inside. What's the Fuentes?
Yes, Fuentes and then Sam Nobles starting now to get the... Oh, they got an out-of-sequence car in front of him, I think.
Yep.
Oh, no, sorry, he doesn't. 953, then...
Sam Noble's got a new livery, and I'm not used to that. He's usually a little bit different. That's why I keep missing him. Harry
goes from racing to sleeping in an instant.
Blasbom just let him through then, just going out wide, or did he have a slowdown or something?
Blasbom, let's have a look.
What's this?
There
red...
he is. So I think they're out of sequence drivers. So Blasbom's down force showing in 24th. Let's use these buttons here.
Yeah. Okay.
And that comes up to Noble. Yeah, Blasbom. Yeah, he's actually off the lead lap as well, mate. So not the start or not
Bruce
the race.
Tannock's in as well. Bruce has come in.
Yeah, I think the next probably couple of laps we're going to see a very, very busy pit lane. 0.7 of a second between these leaders now. So Darren Lobb, who's the driver you can see now, yeah, he's definitely sticking with him, put the foot down, because it's about 0.8, 0.9 before when we checked in on our leaders. Coleman starting to bridge the gap with Visma in front of him, O'Reilly and Funky, they're having a go as well. And
well,
so the battles are still happening.
Anyone who's gone now is going to be really stretching that last 20 minutes to 20, like 22 minutes, 23 minutes. It's going to be pushing it real hard.
Is Miller having a crack? No, it's not. Ty Delaney, rather.
Ty Delaney, yep. Ty on... Jacob O'Reilly. Yeah. Oh, we had a spin there. Visma spun. Is that Visma? Oh, someone else has stopped there too.
David Coleman. Let's have a look. So this is...
Coleman is waiting. He's actually readdressing that.
Yeah, so... that was big net code there, but... Well, actually, I don't like saying that because I don't want to take race control's thing, but that looked net code. That looked bad. Net code, race control. Don't listen to me. Use your own head, or Greg. He definitely will use his own head.
Coleman pulled up and readdressed it.
Oh, so, there was contact, yeah, but nah. Yeah, so we don't like that happening, but yeah, they'll
which is fair enough too. I love when you see sportsmen like that, because Coleman is in a great position there to really keep going. He's cost himself like probably a couple of spots in the real scheme of things once the pit lane's sorted out. A few more boys have dropped in. Delaney, Doble, Dodds, Douglas and Whitaker are all in the pits. Jace is hoping that this second pit, he's gone in with the other boys. That'll probably bring him out top of the rest of them.
And also, if he does that as well, Steve, if he works on that strategy, he's now going to be shorter because he'll probably be a little bit slower. He may, if he's filled it all the way up in both stops, which you'd think he would, well then he's going to be a little bit slower than the guys around him because of weight. But with the next stop, he's going to be a lot shorter as I think then Visma dives down pit road.
Yeah, Visma did, Newlands is in, Ed Hayden's in. Like we predicted, everyone's going to be jumping in like crazy. So this will give us the race till the end. And some of these, I think it's going to be some of these boys fighting and spluttering as they get over the finish line, because it's going to be close.
So here's the stopped times, and I'm just going to have a look at Jace Douglas and a couple of the other drivers we're looking at. 14.6 stop time for Douglas.
Yeah, his total pit.
Yeah, his total pit lane time was less.
Yeah, so it's a short one.
Yeah, but not considering the leaders. Thomas Freeman 14.6, car involving 640 on lap 27, contact turn 10B, no further action, 5 from 5. I don't know if there's more than that, but there was a big call at the top of the broadcast, and to get over halfway through and that still stand, I'm pretty happy with that. But it's the nature of the track, mate. It's the nature of the track that it's just little lapses of concentrations, the twists and curves, and the undulations. Little mistakes happen, and as you just seen, that Coleman, gentleman, he was cheeky with his boss up the middle. A little bit of contact, and he regressed.
That's the way it goes, mate.
100%. Swings and roundabouts.
So, Jace Douglas' pit was 4 seconds quicker than Blake's. Alright, so I'm thinking that Jace may be on the edge, or he was carrying extra fuel from the previous pit stop. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes between those sort of differences.
Yeah, well, that sounds to me that he's filled up both times, right to the brim and short, and with the hopes that it shortens his last stop. But I tell you, this battle up the front, well, it's not really a battle. It's been teetering, 0.5, 0.6, 0.8. It's down to 0.4 now. Darren Lobb, but I'll just get their pit lane times. Just the whole from start to finish in the lane. Oh, Lobb's in. Pulled himself out of it.
Yep.
And it was a late call as well, mate. It was a late call to pull himself out of that. So that, I think, would have been in a little bit of a strategy in itself to go try and enter pit lane undetected, mate, because I'm going to have a look at it, because I'm not, because there's too much effort to have a look. O'Reilly's followed, so's Funky, so's Van Loon, Coleman, Nixon. So is Thomas Freeman going to go for the splash at the end, and the rest of the drivers are going to go long?
Well, he's hammering at the moment. He's hammering. So let's see what he does with his splits are really fast at the moment. He's got 11.87 in the first split, 20.29. He's gone faster than 7.52. So he's going pretty well. So maybe he's going to do a bit of a leap out. We'll see what happens. But I think some of these guys that have gone that little bit touch earlier are going to be hoping for a safety car.
Last minute safety car.
Yeah. He's Ty Delaney's involved with the old New Zealand drift legend, Mr. Bruce Tannock, and Jacob O'Reilly's behind them as well. Ty has matured so much in the last 12 months as a racer, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely. His age on track definitely doesn't reflect his age on, well, mum's and dad's ID. He doesn't even have his own. Can't drive a car on the road, but he could kick our absolute behinds on a racetrack in the sim, as he's starting to get a little bit of pressure behind from O'Reilly. But he's given as good as he's getting to the 31 in front.
Freo's just gone in, and he's having a bit of a sniff on him too there. He's going mirror to mirror. Oh, he's got a run on him.
Oh, he might be having to go on the brakes.
He's got the inside line. Is he going to be able to keep momentum going?
He's going to lose a position.
He might have lost it to Nesbitt, he might lose it to O'Reilly as well.
Yeah, O'Reilly's done.
That cooked him, that one.
Yeah, just those little things.
Yeah,
probably a little bit early, but you know.
So Freo's in the pits, and he's come out behind Lobby, just with 0.5 of a second. So he's on the hunt straight away there. So Lobby's early pit has got him an undercut, so not a bad little go there.
Yeah, what that tells me though for Darren Lobb, Steve, is that he trusts his tyre wear. Now, you would think that they went in for tyres, possibly not, but we'll unpack that in a little bit. But if they're both going for tyres in that last stop, just hopefully they've grabbed enough fuel to cover tyres. You'd say they both got tyres. Lobb needs to save probably 2 laps of tyre wear, because fuel I think will be the same. Oh, maybe a lap shorter for but I don't know. Bruce Tannock's had another battle here now, so Ty Delaney's fallen off these pack, and it's side by side with Whiting and O'Reilly. But what I mean is Lobb trusts his tyre wear, and Thomas Freeman now needs to get on the back of him and push him to make him overdrive it. Good little battle here, though.
Beautiful little pass. You know what, mate? Both in the pits for virtually identical time. 18.77, 18.67. Lobb has got a shorter, has gone a lap earlier.
So Coleman, good save. Sorry, mate. He just extended a little bit off the grass, and it almost went 3 wide. He's grabbed the curb to boot. He doesn't want to be
Good work
doing
by
this in
Connor.
his last stint. I'm not too sure if he has come in for his second stop.
Yeah, Connor has. Yep, Connor's had 2 pits. His last pit was lap 30.
And that was
And,
actually
with the
Whitaker
point
behind
around
him with
him.
that off track and good save.
Matty Whitaker, who's gone in at the same time in front of him, he's got a lot of fuel on him. He was in there for 20.7. So Lobby's going to have to probably fuel save as well, mate. So we'll see what happens. The strategy of this pit may unfold as we get closer to the end of the race.
JR is, Junior Delaney is coming of age on the track, 100%.
He's going to become a bit of a living legend at SRW, I think.
100%.
Jesus, how much is O'Brien just pulled away from this fighting pack behind him? He just gapped them straight away. These boys have been holding him back. He's already 8/10 ahead.
O'Reilly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ty Delaney starting to come back onto the rear of Tannick as well, so he's well and truly in the draft. He's got his old man behind him as well, going, "Come on, son, I can see ya." So their Discord would be lighting up now, but
well, they sit back to back, yeah. So he'll be like, "I'm coming to get you."
hopefully Ty has his car sounds up way too loud and he can't hear any of that. We go a little bit further back as well. Ooh, we just lost the track there for a second. Coleman, Visma, and Connor Nixon in a bit of a battle.
Yeah, the boys are not giving it up. Mr. Rattler Van Loom with Matty Vidica. These boys are the leading AMs at the moment, and they're showing us their true colours at the moment. They're fighting like crazy.
Well, they're fighting for that championship, aren't they? We seem to forget, throughout, and unless it's the end round, the final round, that especially in these split, like pro-am sort of scenarios we find ourselves in, Steve, that sometimes, I could be talking for myself, we get a little bit lost in the little battles that are happening throughout the championship. There's probably about 4 or 5 different battles when you're thinking pro-am and obviously teams championships and all that kind of stuff. So these guys in the AMs and the pros, they're both battling, and definitely them AM guys, Whitaker
Well,
and
at the moment, the AMs lead is Doug Gowans.
Doug Gowans,
And
he's back.
got,
He's actually behind them drivers.
Yeah, and Ed Hayden's his closest competitor. Ed Hayden and Gerard Fuentes are 31, 34 points behind him. So Dougie Gowans needs to stay close to those boys so that he can lead the fight to the end of the series.
He's doing a good job then. These cars look a lot slower. No, it's just me. I should shut up. Sometimes pull one out. I thought he was going to be a safety car there, but no, Freeman. He's just maintaining that gap, isn't he, from what Doble was in the previous stint. But he's saving fuel and also tyres here, Freeman. So if he can keep that 0.5 of a second gap, then I think that this is going to pay off in spades once we hit, the last 5 laps. 5 minutes rather, and we're into the final 10, and Dave Coleman has come up with an incident and is falling through the timing. Heavy contact into the wall, mate. And Visma was involved in this as well. Let's go back, have a look. I think Newens may have even been involved also. Maybe even separate incidents. Yeah, it looks like it's his own loss here, as that's a crap shot of the camera. Oh, Visma's collected him, and Connor Nixon has gone through. Let's get a look at... Oh, I think that was Connor Nixon, but Coleman, he's driving very slow around the track. What's the chatter in the fishy radio? Is Thomas saying, come on, keep going, I don't want one? Or does he want one?
Don't know. Oh, Visma's requested a tow, so there could be.
That is going to be. So let's go have a look then.
Safety car.
Visma, let's go on back on a replay with Visma. Nowhere to go. Coleman's in front. He's gone. Oh, no. Oh, heavy contact. That, once we went on board, I'm glad I did that. It just looked like a flick on his way past. Wasn't it? And it wasn't. That was a quite considerable impact.
Yeah. What I was going to say was, before that little incident happened, let's see if we can get on board with these two boys up front and see who's doing the more fuel saving of the two. He's doing a lot of rolling through there.
I suppose it's probably just smart driving. He's still racing to a number. You can't really see a dramatic fuel save there, but you can see a little bit of a short shift. You're not hitting the limiter, and he's rolled out there clearly.
Yeah. What about Mr. Lob?
Let's have a look at our race leader. You can do it looking back also. You get the same sound. Same sound, but still close up. Still hitting the limiter there in these downshifts.
Yep. Well, they're about on par with their fuel saving at the moment, so that's pretty cool. It's going to be interesting to see how this strategy plays out. Then, well, we know that that Freo is going to have slightly fresher tyres by a lap. Coleman's limping back to the pits.
Yeah, heavy damage. Oh, yeah, so we made it back. He come up. Oh, he come up actually jumped to pits. So I'm going to ride this replay out. So I don't know what happened there.
No.
It wasn't in there. So he's jumped to pits. Has he got permission for that? Obviously he has. So we're in the last 7 minutes. I don't think we're going to see another safety car here for these two. The 0.3 of a second the gap's down to now. And Son and Dad and Son. They're only about 0.3 of a second between ourselves now. Blake Delaney's got round him. We missed that.
Yeah. There's still a group of couple of fights going on.
Yeah, still a couple. Travis Daly and Jace Douglas. They're having a bit of a go
Whittaker
down there.
Rattler as well. Yeah. Noble and they're with Jason Trav. Yeah. Even Zach and Dodgy who's down the back there now as well.
Zach Glosbaum, I think he just had
and Coleman have pitted, so they're probably got a fair bit of damage across those two.
So our top 10 now: Lobb, Freeman, Whiting, O'Reilly, Tannick. That's your 5. Delaney. That's senior, then junior, then Miller, Funky, Nixon, and Scotty Van Loon. That's your 10. Just outside of it's Whittaker. And still a couple of battles. Who the closest battle at the back we were just looking at was Jace Douglas. Lock up, contact. Oh, you probably see a redress here, maybe. No, they're probably talking. Oh no, they're gonna keep going. Not much to that, I don't think, but a little bit of contact.
Yeah.
Good send from Jace though. Where is Lobb in the championship point if he is in the battle for 3?
He's in 15th at the moment, so he's way back. Lobby hasn't participated in enough rounds to impact the title fight.
So I think this is the smoke in the background we just saw. Oh, maybe not.
Players bomb, just taking a bit of extra grass.
I've seen a bit of smoke in the background, but it wasn't from that.
Monkey Miller's got a bit of pressure there from Mrs. Zucker Smith.
Cheers, Ray. He's just given us a compliment in commentary. Better listen to us than the other guys on the V8s. Keep telling it as it is. 100%, mate. 100%. That's what we do. No filter here. As long as we're not swearing, it's all good. Oh, there's a good battle here. Ty's right on the back now. Wants to go with him.
Oh,
the 31 is Tannick. This is all for position.
Yep.
So Ty's just dropped off his battle. He's all right. You go for it, Dad. Just jump on board with Blake.
Blake probably said, "Back off, son. I got this one."
Yeah, I've got this battle, mate. Yeah, this is how we do it.
Sit back and watch. Let Daddy show you how it's done.
The last 4 minutes as well, he's going to send it. Douglas, he's sending it as well. There's only 5,000s, hundreds rather, in between that battle back here. Just go off there briefly. Yeah, so Jay's having a crack.
Yeah, he's having a go, man. He's definitely having a go.
Oh, he's run off.
That's going to cost him.
Yeah, it's going to cost him. He's going to lose the
Cost him
position.
2 spots. Oh, he's got blue flag there anyway.
Oh, he's got blue
careful,
flags. Leaders
Oh.
go through. Lucky. Thomas Freeman actually almost got a bit of contact, I think.
Yeah, there was a bit of a tap there. That was lucky. Get out of the way, Dodsy. Oh, no, it's not Dodsy.
No, it's not Dodsy. It's one of the PSR boys.
Who is it?
We'll have a look at some scenic cameras. That should give us the top where, sorry, not scenic, static. Oh yeah, that really helps. So Lob's around, Freeman's around.
Yeah.
Around that lap traffic
Jason's
anyway.
followed them through. Jason needs to stick on the back of that. And
Tenek, big moment. Re-enters in front of Delaney. You'd probably get a massive slowdown in that as well. Blake Delaney's coming up as an off-track.
Delaney just said to him, sorry about that, I didn't mean that.
All right.
So there must have been some contact between the two of them at that point.
We've got about 3 minutes to go. It's probably the last.
Yeah, there it is there.
Oh, Delaney goes, thanks, Dad. See you, Dad. Bye. See you at the finish
I
lane.
was about to say before we switched, I was going to say where he said, Dad, listen, son, let me have a go at this one. And then Ty was sitting in the back going, hee. Okay, Dad, you can do the spinning for me.
Chivy, 777 is daily.
Silly.
Oh, good spot there. I want to go jump back up the top. But Jace and Travis, I'll tell you, Jace has got pace because he just run off before. There we go. Daly runs off. He's going to get a slowdown. Jace has got it done by default. It's easy to get the pass done like that, I'll tell you, Steve. Then actually overtake them. Back up the front, though, because it's heating up. IRacing Black Flag 08.
Travis Daly have had a lot of battles over the last 2 weeks.
Incident points for Blake Delaney.
Okay, well, yeah, because there's no point. What is it?
Here's
We've
the
got 2
push for
seconds,
Thomas
2 minutes
Freeman.
left. Yeah.
Here's the push for Thomas Freeman, now 0.3 of a second. Now, I'll tell you, just going back briefly on that, what we were trying to sort of narrate the commentary that Blake and Ty were saying. It was totally different than what we were saying. Have a look at this. Oh, he's going to go around the outside. Can't hang it though. Good move because he would have showed the nose. If he got it done, he would have had the inside line around here. He's running out of time though. We're into the last 1 minute of the race, and they're going to trigger. This will trigger white flag. Freeman with a little bit of an extend. This is going to be the battle.
Too wide up the hill. Oh, how close is this battle going to go? This is going to be every corner. The pressure is on Darren Lobb. But Darren Lobb's a sly old fox, mate. He's a very clever driver.
It's going to be sensible driving all round here from both. You're going to see it. They're going to make, Tom, he's going to make his position count. Look how close he gets to him under lap. Race control, final lap. We get it. Oh, he's flashing. I'm here, mate. Look at this. Lobb moves him over. Tom, that probably might have been a setup for the inside line down there. But good bit of battle. And we got some mind games into it. Get in there, son.
Oh, I'm here. I'm tapping you. I'm giving you some love. Here's the flashing lights.
Check that in the mirror.
I tell you what, it's amazing. An hour of racing and it comes down to 1/100th beside each other. Is he going to get overlap? Is he going to get enough? 2 by 2 coming down the hill. It's going to be a fight to see who breaks last. Lobby keeps him wide and takes the nose in there.
Oh, he's been turned. We've had contact, redress. Where is Michael Whiting in all this? Oh, ages away. Let's watch these. Redress from Freeman. He can't get it done.
He tried to redress it and everything. He's still redressing it. That's a real true sportsman. There
11 seconds back to Whiting. Here's the position has been redressed. And we finished Lobb, Freeman, Michael Whiting come home third. O'Reilly pushed Whiting. I tell you, Tom, take your hat off to your mate. You could have went there, but nah. If you want to drag our race control in, he's in chat. Ty Delaney with the last move on. Yes, the last corner move. Actually, I think they're already going over.
They've already got over.
This is why I stick to this camera, because I can actually see him finish.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
so they're all
well,
Brad Doble just beating out Doug Gowans, Cifuentes, Travis Daly, Jason Douglas. There's a few people that had to go in the pits by the look of it.
I think maybe iRacing penalties. I know they come through with, I think it was Delaney. Delaney had an iRacing penalty. Now, whether you get given that penalty while you're on the racetrack and you got 3 laps to serve it, if you finish the race in 2 laps, is that classed as you did the wrong thing? You had 3 laps. It's not your fault the race finished in 2 laps. So I don't know what the ruling is here, Steve, if those guys that got incident points or whatever, whether they're going to get a post-race penalty either from our race control or
iRacing one, iRacing will penalise them for it. They need to serve it either depending where the start-finishing line is and where their pit position is. If their pit position is before the start-finish line, they can get in there and they can serve it. If it's a stop and hold or whatever the case may be, or a drive-through. If their pit is past the start and finish line, they can't. They'll get further penalties from iRacing, and they'll drop down as positions for that time lost. Yeah.
A bit of post-race banter happening in the pits. Ty Delaney and Bruce Miller. I tell you, that was good battling for them guys around that last corner. Ty, that was patience. You can't get any more patient than that. Last lap of the race.
That was pretty spectacular. That was some great fighting, and Frio and Lobby down the front there. That was really good. So anyway, our top 3, ladies and gentlemen, for the Sim Rigs V8 Supercar penultimate round for the Pro-Ams is Darren Lobb in first place, Thomas Freeman in second, and Michael Whiting in third. And in our amateurs, we have got Matty Whitaker in first, Scotty Rattler Van Loom in second, followed by Brad Doble Sr. in third, followed by Guns Out Gowans in fourth. Got to get it in there, Guns Out. Sorry.
100%, yeah, and that was a good finishing position for Gowan. He's leading this AMS Championship. He needed to have a good finish here tonight, and I think the guys that he was battling with, he was out in front of them as well. So he's going to push into the final round with a further lead, mate. So he'd be happy with that.
He stepped it out nicely, actually. If I can just get this damn PC to change screens for me, be even better. So Gowans' closest competitor on the current standings was Ed Hayden and Gerard Cifuentes. And Gerard finished just behind him. And Ed Hayden, he's taken himself out of the picture. He's down in 23rd. So his battle now for next week will be Ed Hayden and Doug Gowans fighting for the title. So that's going to be pretty spectacular. Doug Gowans and Gerard Cifuentes will be fighting for the title. Ed Hayden has dropped out of the picture. So that'll give Ed Hayden my brain's gone. Gerard Cifuentes will be like 40 odd points behind Dougie. So Dougie just needs to make sure he finishes in front of Gerard, and he's got it in the bag. As far as the pros have got it, Freo has, I think that's title tonight. He's got a gap of 57 on Michael Whiting, who finished third. He's finished second, so there's a bit of a chance there still for Whiting, but it's pretty much done and dusted for them two fighting for top spot, and then it opens up for Chris Miller and Blake Delaney fighting for third.
Oh, it just opens it up for the final round, mate, doesn't it, for the minors, if it has been wrapped up here tonight. And I do believe that the AMs may go down to the final round, mate. I don't think that he will have enough. He had a 56-point lead coming into that, did Dougie Gowans.
Yeah,
we'll
it'll still be into the last race. Yeah, it'll still be down to the last race.
All right,
we should be able to get a in not too long. We'll be able to get the actual current ladder. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, right.
And the old fart here beside you right now is going to go into his league document.
He's going to give us some updated points. So I'm going to throw up the points. We've got the drivers starting to filter their way through. And, well, I'll recap these results while you find that, mate. And, well, we'll start with the AMs. We'll just go top 5 of each while you dig that back out, mate. The AMs.
Yeah.
They're still quick. Don't discount them. They may have AM next to their name, but they're still quick. The battles that we see is as good, if not better, than the top dogs up there in
52
pros.
points, mate, 52. Between Dougie Gowans and Gerard Cifuentes now. So that's pretty good. And Ed Hayden's dropped considerable. He's at 873 to Doug's 958. So that's over 120 points there. But up front, Freo and Michael Whiting, we're looking at 1,512 against 1,451. So there's 61 points odd there between them. So it's still there. Freo would need to literally stack it, crack it, and destroy his car. But you never know. Racing is racing, mate.
100%.
And real world. Yeah, and in the real world, you just never know. Sometimes work gets in the way, life gets in the way. So, yeah, anything's possible. Alrighty, what do we got? Who we got? This room down the bottom looks pretty full.
Yeah, we've got the green room. We've got all 3 of them in. So I think not too sure who you're going to pull in. I'll leave you to pull in and whatnot. I'm not too sure how the who we're going to chat to first or whatnot,
Okay,
Steve.
so we'll start from the bottom of the of our guys. Oh, Brad Doble. Did he come first then? Maybe I made a mistake there. Brad's an amateur. Oh, damn, I did make this mistake. So Brad was the first one, Douglas Gowan's second, and third was Gerard Cifuentes. So there you go. Let's put in Michael Whitaker, which I don't know why he's in here, but we'll have a chat. We'll see how it goes. Oh my God, my brain's gonna pop. Matty Whitaker, where are ya? I'm trying to drag you in, mate, and it won't let me do it. Come on, computer.
I can. It's all good.
Drag him in, mate. Drag him in. Matty, how you doing, mate?
Hey, boys. Yeah, pretty good. Yourself?
Well, yeah, not too bad at all. I've been looking at timing tables, points tables, and all this sort of stuff, and confused myself completely of who was the winner tonight and everything like that. But you were the winner for the AMs tonight in a pretty impressive position. How did you feel out there, man?
Good, mate. I think for Tuesday night, bit of practice, before the sort of pro league, helps. And just sort of sent it from taking off and. Yeah, made up a fair few positions, so that was good.
Is it giving you are you changing much setup wise, or is it just the actual practice and getting used to the brake points and the pressure points on it?
Honestly,
that's helping
I
you?
think that's all it is. Yeah, just lap after lap after lap, really. Just practice. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can sit there
I
and
didn't change
practice.
anything. Yeah, nothing changed from Tuesday night. Just jumped in and drove. I was lucky to make the quali. I had about 8 minutes to join the session, and
because you could run practice laps on your own, and all you're doing is sitting in the race line, and that's it. But when you're doing the Tuesday night, you get the battles, and you get to break points in unusual positions from unusual angles, and I guess that prepares you really well for the battle on a Sunday night.
Yeah, it really does. I'm finding that helps. I just find that I can do lap after lap, but I find it better practice just racing.
Yeah, it is the way to go. I do my first practice is qualifying. My second practice is, if it's a double heat, is the first heat, and then I race for the third heat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, mate, it's the penultimate round. I think down the points table, you're pretty much sitting a fair way down, but it's still a good way to finish off the season. The last few rounds, you've really put your head up and waved the flag, the fishy flag for the AMs. So you've done really well, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, mate. It's been really good fun. So bring on Tuesday night and see what we can do there.
Excellent, mate. Well, do you want to thank your Fishy Boy supporters?
I'll leave it to the team boss. He's in behind me. I'm gonna handball that one to him, and you boys can keep interviewing the other boys.
All right, mate. All right, take care.
Awesome.
I've started
Cheers.
from the back. I started from the front of the amateurs, so I might as well go to the second. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, all right, boys. Cheers. Have a good one.
Mate. All right, mate. We'll grab in Scotty Van Loom, the Rattler. Mr. Scotty Van Loom, how are you, buddy?
Gentlemen, not bad.
How was that, mate?
Yeah, it was awesome. Great battles, awesome battles, except for my little off in turn 5 on the second and third lap. Watched everybody go past me, but yeah, no, the rest of it was great. Really, really
Well,
good.
you made your way back, which was really good. You weren't too far off in the end, but you made a hell of a lot of screen time, eh, Pete?
Yeah, 100%. Scotty, it's Pete here, mate. Hey,
Hey, mate.
don't be too hard on yourself with the off tracks. We've seen the best up the front of the pros doing it. It's one of these tracks, and I was on fire throughout this race. From the top of the broadcast. Every time there was a race control incident, they kept coming back and NFA, no further action. And because I made that call at the start, it's the nature of this beast. I think there was a couple with some decisions. Did you think that was going to be the case here tonight coming into it? Because mistakes are made, and especially with the characters around you, it's generally a mistake. There's just no malice involved in it with the guys here that you race around. But did the race pan out as you expected from what you thought it would be?
Yeah, it did. I mean, Tuesday night, I think we had a couple of safety cars, but look, I'm really impressed. Like the last couple of seasons, where the guys were, the amateurs were, 2 seasons ago to where they are now, you can run door to door with them and know that you're not going to get hit. So my hat's off to everybody who's racing now on SRW on the Tuesday night and the pro-ams on Sunday nights. You just feel a lot more comfortable with drivers out there now, whereas 2 seasons ago, it'd just be mayhem. But it panned out how I expected.
We find it takes drivers generally a season to sort of acclimate to how the way we run things here, and I think they very quickly work out who you can dive in under, who you can't, who's going to let you go, who's not going to let you go. But at the end of the day, it's some of the toughest and hardest racing I've seen, especially this season. This season, the gaps between drivers has been nuts.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, mate. I'm loving SRW. Generally, we have Peggy's Performance in here on a Tuesday night. I'm the only one that races Sunday nights, but you guys are running a fantastic league.
I'm glad you're having fun, mate. That's the most important thing for us.
Yep.
When people don't have fun, they'll get really cut.
That's it, mate. That's it. I won't confirm or deny. I let Wits have that at the end there either.
What was that?
You just confirmed.
I won't confirm or deny. I gave Wits that win.
Did you, mate?
Oh well, look, he was fighting for the championship. You know what I mean? And I missed 5 rounds, I think. So down the back straight, he passed me. Fair and square.
Mate,
all right,
you're a legend, and thank you for the support you give us on the socials as well, mate. You're always out there pushing buttons and pumping our tyres. And
no dramas. Next season, I'll be sharing a lot more, boys. So yeah, thanks very much for having us this year. We got 1 round to go. Chicago, awesome.
Yes.
Love the track.
Oh,
awesome.
It's going to be an awesome track, man. I can't wait to see what goes on.
Yeah.
You won't have the luxury of the verge though.
No, it's just so tight. So it'll put everybody to the test. But it's going to be great fun Tuesday night. Yep. Yeah,
it's going to be. I think next Tuesday and Sunday are going to be. I think every night next week's going to be huge because it's penultimate round this week, and it's a final bits of points that are coming through.
Is it a
sprinter? Also next Sunday, giving away this damn rig.
Oh, that's next Sunday, is it?
That's next Sunday, yeah, between points and the race. So it should be an interesting one.
You might have to redraw, mate, and then put my wife in there because I'd love for her to jump into a rig.
You wouldn't let her drive on yours?
Absolutely not.
But
cheers, boys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, Rattler. Take care, mate. Do you want to thank who supports the
sorry, but sponsors.
Don't forget
Quantum Tint Solutions in Brisbane, Pecky's Performance in Darwin. We've got WA Roof Restorations in Western Australia, and Tim Nicol Photography, who does liveries, and he's also in Darwin. So Cheers, boys.
All right, mate. Cheers. You're a legend. Speak to you soon.
Thanks, man.
All right, now in third place we have Mr. Brad Doble. We've done it backwards around, but that's all good.
First, second, third. That's okay.
Mr. Doble, how are you, buddy? Getting third tonight. You've been entering this room a fair bit in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I have. Actually, quite surprised. I was actually lucky to get in there tonight. I cooked that front left at the start of the race, and it dropped me back to second last. So.
Yeah, I saw you drift across the back there, but you're slowly fighting your way through, mate. You grabbed under the skirt of some of these faster guys in the pros and just made it through following them, didn't you?
That was the idea. That was the idea. If they had pace, I was letting them go and just sitting in their draft. So.
Oh, mate, it was, again, as usual, you've made yourself a fair bit of screen time. I'm glad you cleaned up the bonnet on the car a little bit, mate. Thank you.
No, we wiped it all together. The teammate, he shrunk it and he put it on the side. I'm like, mate, it just didn't look right. We got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was looking to see if it was still there, but I was like, oh, he's got rid of it completely. I thought, oh, bugger. But it's all good, mate. We always support the Pink Ribbon Foundation, the ladies' breast cancer, and it's good to have one of their drivers out there supporting it as well.
You know, definitely. We actually made it a little bit more vibrant as well, so everyone can see it a little bit better. So
yeah. No, it looks good, mate. It stands out, and people can see the pink ribbon, which is what you want out there. Mate, I've got us another 3-4 people to chat to. It's always good to hear your voice up here. I'm glad you're having fun and you're getting some great results. Who follows you guys? Who supports you guys and gets you out on track?
Basically out to my teammate again. He basically cooled me down after I cooked the tyre, and from that point on, it was just hang in until I changed the tyres on the pit stop. So yeah, we've done well at the end of it. So very happy.
That was excellent. Great job, mate. Great job. Well, you have fun, and hope you enjoy Chicago next week.
Sweet. Thanks, Steve.
All right. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, you guys.
All right, we'll get in Mr. Whiting and finish off with Mr. Freeman. We've lost Mr. Lobb by the look of it. I don't think he spends a lot of time in here, but he's quite a funny character when he gets in here.
Yeah, there was a great. Before we get to the podiums in the pros, I think the battling in the AMs, or the AM drivers battling with the pros, probably sort of overshadowed some of the battles that we had. Battling within their own class up there in the pros, within the fast guys, because they if we didn't have them grouped at times on the left-hand totem, Steve, you would have thought these guys are racing for position, because there was moves getting made. I think we had a Yam as far up as 4th or 3rd even at one stage of the race. So these AMs, well, I think they're AMs only on paper, mate, because on the totem it doesn't really show that they're amateurs. But yeah, definitely congratulations to the amateur podium.
Oh, look, the boys take turns. They're not as consistent up there as say Ty was when he was an amateur, and you can see which one's sort of going to take the next step up and go for it. Oh, Mr. Lobb's back in there as well. All right, well, let's start with Mr. Whiting.
Yeah, we'll go the other way. We'll go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Whiting, how are you, buddy?
Good. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I do that to my missus every night. How was that, mate? It looked like a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, mate, trying to catch the two boys in front, Darren and Freo, who had no hope.
Oops, sorry, Mike. I thought you were finished there. But, hey, Marcus Pete here. I tell you, did you think you were having a sniff? You would have heard something over the radio when Tom redressed, like in the last few stages. Well, Tom would have been in your
I was watching the relative coming up to that last chicane, and I saw Lobb's time coming down and down and down. I thought, oh, here we go.
What did you get to out
this
of
might
interest?
be what we... P3.
No. What time between the leaders did you get to?
Would it be... it was like 7 or 8 seconds.
7, yeah. You were out to about 13, weren't you?
Yeah. Those boys were flying.
How'd your tyres go here today, mate? It's a tricky track, very windy, undulated. A few mistakes made, and how was Coleman's dive up the inside? Cheeky, I hear.
He scared the shit out of me. What are you doing? You can't go 3 wide there, and he's just gone. I'm like, okay, mate, we can.
He got it done, and he pushed... And he pushed Visma out wide as well, and you went with him, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, had a pretty good battle with Visma, actually. He had a good race up until when he didn't. I didn't actually see what happened to him, but he requested a tow.
Oh, he's hit the wall at one point. I think it was that with Coleman, Pete?
I think that might have been the
I think it was with him. Yeah. But that pass, that was a pass of the night for Coleman's pass. That was, unfortunately, that was his greatest move for the night.
Yeah.
Because...
It'd be nice if he wasn't on mute in Discord when he did it, because I'm like, what are you doing?
He didn't even give you warning, mate.
No, he just sent it. But we didn't make contact. It's all good.
It was a great move. It was nice and clean. I think both from the outer guys just went, and he just went straight through the middle.
Yeah, I saw him coming. I'm like, he won't shove it up the middle. He won't shove it up the middle. And next minute he did, we're side by side. I'm like, okay, maybe he will.
There wasn't much of a gap between his mirrors.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, exactly. Some great racing out there, mate. As usual, the Fishy boys are following it everywhere. Ty Delaney ripped it up in the qualifying. I thought, here we go. This could be a night for Ty to get up there at top end, but I think it all went a little bit south for him later on. But tell you what, you guys are getting this boy really tuned in. He's battling with other drivers. He was battling with the old snake, Bruce Tannock, for a fair while, man, and he was really holding his own.
Yeah, mate, credit to him. He's certainly putting the hours in. So, I mean, it's all seat time. The more driving you do, the quicker you get. He's got ample setups to pick from, and we give him a few pointers here and there, and pretty good role model with his old man as well. He was giving his old man a bit of crap tonight because he out-qualified him. So I'm sure that won't be happening too much often after that. But no, he's doing really well. We're super proud of him.
He's doing well. He's actually, I finally got the race against him on Thursday night in the 86s, because he's having a bit of a spell in there as well. So it's good to see him out on track and having a bit of fun.
He's killing it.
He is.
All the boys are like, there's just quite a few on the track that don't always get on the podium. Kirby and Miller and Coleman and a couple of the others. They're all really, really quick. They've just had some bad luck and But no, everyone's getting better. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, Kirby. I think we just got to do something with Coleman. Maybe he needs an oxygen tank or something like that, because
just ask him about the hashtag.
He's had another rough season, this one.
Yes.
All right, mate. Do you want to yell out and see who supports the Fishy boys? Because I know Freo will say, didn't Whiting say it? And everyone else is like, let Whiting say it.
Well, we've sort of made an agreement. So if he wraps up the championship next week, he has to do them, but I'll do them this week. So big shout out to West End Motor Group, DC Shades, Battery Warehouse, Infinity Designs. I think this one there, Relax Marine Game Fishing, and I think that's it.
Excellent, mate. I can't remember because my brain's gone. I probably know them better than some of your drivers do.
Make sure you make a point of that when you're speaking to them too.
I do, mate. I tell them all the time. I think the other night, me and Shibby actually called them out because the driver was stumbling over them. I thought, nah, it's this one, and me and Shibby had turns. Anyway, mate, thanks for coming out, putting on a show. I'll see you next week for the championship round.
Yeah, we'll do, boys.
Take care, buddy.
See you then.
Mr. Freeman, how you doing, buddy?
Good, boys. How we going?
Good, mate. You're here tonight with me and Pete. Shibby's got the night off to look after the poor sick wife. Left the battle all the way to the final lap, mate.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it was really good. I think at the end there, I probably should have held my line. I didn't realise Lob had pinched that left front. And I mean, if I held my line and he made contact with me, it probably would have been a little bit of a penalty on his side. But I tried to play the safe thing, but obviously it didn't work out. And I hit him in the rear and I spun him. And the right thing to do was to let him have it and go over the line and save that P2 for the worst scenario, pretty much.
Hey Tom, it's Pete here, mate. Were you watching your relative? Because I think Bossman was about 14 seconds out when you just made that contact, and he got to within about 7. Did you think he was going to be at a chance to snatch that second off you?
He was way too behind, so too far behind, I reckon, Pete. So no, I knew
first on screen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe I did. I probably had a cheeky geeze at it, but I was more worried about where Lob was. Like, I wasn't going to finish in front of him because it definitely wasn't the right thing to do. But yeah, I mean, even if Mike finishes in front of me, I think we've got a pretty healthy buffer as long as I just bring the car home for the last 3 races, or for the last round and the last 3 races in Chicago. I think we should be okay. But either way, it's going to be a fishy car, so you know, we're all happy.
And just finally for me, Tom. Sorry, Steve, just finally for me, Tom. Couple of different pit strategies by about a lap or 2 with you and Lob. Were you aware of that, and did you have to do anything different to counteract? Because he did jump you in one of them.
Yeah, I think that last stop, I was watching everyone's lap time, and Jacob was he was in the low 20s, and Lob was sticking with me the whole way. And I mean, our times didn't really, like, for the whole stint, we pretty much were doing low 20s unless of like little mistakes or running a bit wide. So the average pace was really good on the used tyres. So I thought, you know what, I'll just run the tank out. I mean, in that first, obviously, that outlap that Lobby done, he's obviously flying, and he did do a belter lap. Like, he was 6 tenths, 7 tenths faster than me. I thought I would have come out in front of him on a little bit of fuel, but look, at the end of the day, I think even when I come out behind him, I was just bringing the tyres up, and I was saving the tyres for, you know, the last couple of laps, like Steve said. So look, he did jump me, and it worked, but I felt like even if I was in front of him, we would have been battling to the end either way. So it could have gone either way, even if I did come out in front in the pit stop.
It's great to watch either way, wasn't it, Steve?
Oh, mate, it was awesome. We were like, how's this going to go? Who's going to have to save more fuel than the other one? Just to give you a heads up, you're about 61 points ahead. You need to finish above 20th if Bossman wins the round next week to take the title. So chances are on your averages, you know, you pretty much got it in the bag.
Oh, well, that's great news. I mean, look, it's Chicago, and I mean, look, I don't make mistakes often, so
Yep.
Look, but there are people racing their own races. Like even today, like, I mean, it wasn't a close call, but that lap has spun in front of me coming over the rise there at turn 7. So I mean, look,
yeah.
Like, I mean, anything can happen, and it can go either way. And especially, like, you know, if I have a bad qualifying, I mean, it's Chicago. If one car's in the wall, I guarantee it'll be like Brown and SVG. You know, yesterday where you know SVG was behind Waters, didn't see Brown in the wall, he bounced off, and you know that ended that championship for the V8. So that's how quick it can happen, boys. But
100%, 100%. Yeah. This is the awesome thing about it. It's racing, and it's Chicago is going to be one of those tracks, man. You get one fast repair. If you've got to go in for another one, that's it. It's all over Red Rover. So it's going to be very, very interesting, mate. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, even the fast repair, even if you do go in and do your fast repair for a sprint round, even if you pit for a fast, like you're at that disadvantage too. Like, even if you come out, like, you're going to be too far back for 20 minutes. But yeah, it's going to be, I reckon Chicago is going to be awesome. And I mean, if I'm out front, I love street circuits, and I reckon if I, you know, put it out the front somewhere, I think I'll be able to hopefully put on a clinic and hopefully do a good race like Road America. Or hopefully it's for you guys, probably someone's in front of me and we have a little bit of a battle like we did tonight with Lobby, because that was like awesome fun as well. So either way.
It's always awesome, mate. No matter what you do, it's always good. You guys have some very respectful fighting out there, and it's good to see.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks, boys.
Well, Freo, the boss man, did all the sponsors, but if you want any special announcements you want to make, you getting engaged or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
But I will do the important ones though, Steve. So to the SRW crew, all race control, it was good work by race control tonight. I think the boys were a man down, so they done the safety car as well. So that's an awesome job by them. To you guys, the broadcast, Pete, good to have you back. I was so excited when because you've been doing the GT3s on Friday night, and I haven't been able to make it. And I'm like, Pete's back. I'm like, hell yeah. So good to have you back, Pete. SRW, to the Fishy boys. Mum and Dad there watching. So cheers, everyone. And keen for next week. And yeah, hopefully we bring it home and wrap up the championship.
Actually, Mum and Dad have been quiet tonight, mate. Maybe they've gone off on a date of their own, because they haven't been in the chat at all.
I reckon they're probably asleep, because we've had a few big nights. We've got family down from WA, so I think they're probably falling. And I don't hear much noise in the lounge room, and I've got the door open, so I reckon they're probably carked it. I better actually go check on them.
All good, mate.
Cheers, boys.
Take care, mate. See you next week for the final round.
Awesome. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, how good was that, mate? It was good battles, and you know, that redress at the end would probably have to go down to one of the best pieces of sportsmanship I've seen in a while, and that just goes
That'll go
hand
up
in
there
hand
with,
with Coleman's down the middle move, mate. There was two single-handedly moments that you won't forget out of this second last round of the season, that's for sure.
Yeah. Mr. Lob, how you going, buddy?
Gentlemen, it's been a long time. How are we?
Good, mate. Good. Haven't heard those dulcet tones of yours for a while. What did you think? What did you think in that last bit of chicane? Did you just go beep, 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 and then you realised he's pulled across the readdress and you thought, oh, what a gentleman.
I actually jumped on race radio afterwards, much to probably everybody else's dismay. You know, when the guys towards the front are talking on race radio and everyone's still got a little bit of a lap to go, I actually said he didn't have to do that. Because I kind of figured I was hard on the block, pinched the front a little bit.
Yeah.
I kind of figured it's racing, man. Play on. It's last lap, last corner kind of thing. We gotta have a race. So yeah, kudos to him for giving that spot back. I did go back and watch it in the replay, and it was probably a little bit more blatant than what I'd initially thought it was. But lots of net code as well. So yeah, credit to Tom for letting me back past. But I've missed a whole bunch of rounds, so not really in the championship. So it was just fun to have a bit of a battle tonight. I haven't done an open set V8 race in, I don't know, probably since the last SRW I did. So it was good fun.
You been away for work, mate, again, or just too busy in life?
No, just too busy in life, man. We've got a little guy now. It's probably about 4 weeks old.
Oh, congratulations, Dad.
Yeah, thanks, man. We got an insane, a wicked little 2.5-year-old running around. He's keeping me mega busy. And we welcomed another little boy into the family about a month ago. So yeah, things are pretty busy.
Congratulations, mate. Did you name him Stephen?
Yeah, it's his second name.
Well, mate, it's good to have you back. It's the last few races that when you have been back, you seem to have been having a few little misfortunes. I think what straight away comes to mind was about 3 weeks ago when you went from the back of the field all the way to 7th, and it was a spectacular drive. But it's always fun to watch you race, mate. You're a wily old cat, and you seem to get into some awesome positions and some awesome battles.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying my racing at the moment. I'm not getting much time to practice, like even tonight I think I managed to get 2 or 3 laps in practice.
Yeah.
Set together, it kind of worked in qualifying, used half of qualifying to do a quali lap and then used the other half to try to figure out if I can put something together for the race. So I'd love to be spending more time behind the wheel and kind of driving, but as you get older, I'm definitely not getting younger. So as you get older, there's more things around the house that I have to do now that there's another hungry mouth. But yeah, I mean,
real world sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, it sucks being an adult. It sucks being an adult, man, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it does, mate. It does.
But yeah, I struggled initially in the season. I had good pace, but I came unstuck about 3 races in a row with impeding penalties that put me off the back. Yeah, I kind of figured I might as well make this a thing and just keep starting off the back. So I think that last race you're talking about was Bathurst. That was heaps of fun. I was really anticipating big safety car around there, but it was a pretty good race from Bathurst.
Well, mate, good to have you back. We've got one more round to go. You going to make it next week?
Shit, I'm bloody gonna hope so. I actually thought this was the last round of the championship, and now I hear you guys talking about Chicago street race. Yeah. And man, that's a mean place. I've only driven it in the cup cars before, but I'll tell you, whether I manage to do a lap in practice or dive straight into qualifying, I'm gonna be there by hook or crook next week. I'll make a plan.
Excellent to hear, mate. Excellent to hear. Look, who do you have to thank to get you out on the grid every week?
Yeah, just big thanks to my team, DPR. My local sponsor here in New Zealand, Man on Racing Products, will supply me all the gear that I run here. And then, I got to throw a big thank you out to you guys. Rigs is also the sponsor of our team in Oz, so big thank you to them. And thanks for putting on a great league. I've been, or at least a great season. I've been away from SRW for quite a while, but it's bloody good to be back. It's nice to sit in there with clinical race control, good broadcast, good banter, and some nice driving amongst the field. So yeah, good fun.
Well, thank you for the props, mate. It's always a pleasure to have you out in the grid, mate, because you always supply some excellent action. Good luck next week. Hope to see you on the grid, mate, and good luck and congratulations to the family on young Stephen joining your family, mate.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Have a good rest of your Sunday.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
Well, Pete, fun night, awesome night, a lot of fun as usual, and it's great. Some of the battles and some of the actions we've seen tonight. So the passes on Coleman, the final lap with Freo and Lobby, and the fighting we saw with Ty and the old fella. Bruce Tannock and then Jason, Travis Daly and Drooly and that. There's just fighting everywhere, man. It was spectacular fun to watch and spectacular fun to call.
Yeah, it definitely was. They made the job easy, our job easier rather, didn't it? When they just took off and the battles. Yeah, sure. It was what do we have? One safety car, and that was around about the middle of the race. So the starts and the restarts. Were fairly friendly. We probably I can count on both hands whether that's I don't think that's a downfall on my pushing buttons. I think it's just probably count on both hands how many replays we used is because there was bugger all there. Had a couple of off tracks and everything, but I almost got my call right here tonight, Steve. Almost. It was going to be lots of race control decisions, no safety car. I got that bit wrong, but mostly NFAs, no further action. That's the nature of Road Atlanta. But these guys in these cars, they had their work cut out for them. But it was great to watch. And hopefully everything's set up next week so I can sit down on the big screen and I watched the grand finale at a street circuit. And I was going to bring up the similarities of the championship in this series as it was to the in real life, and Tom beat me to it with anything can happen. And look at Shane's, the way that his championship was finished up. So let's hope that doesn't happen to Freo next round. But street circuits, the end of the series, the points are close. It's going to be
awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. I think Freo will probably have it in the bag, but behind him there's a few positions they'll be fighting for. In the AMs, it's a lot closer, so that's going to be a bit of a spectacle. And then people don't forget, Tuesday night we've got the Simregs V8 Supercar Amateur Series. The points there are ridiculously close. There's like 4 or 5 guys that can actually win the title. Very, very close. On Wednesday night we have the Shannon's Formula 3 Nationals, and that is not as close, but we've got 3 categories: Pro-Am, and Rookie. So there's fighting going all the way through those boys. And in the Shannon's GR86 series, the Nationals there on Thursday night, that is just close as in the pros. Jason's pretty much taken it, but the rest of the title fights for the amateurs and the pro-ams are really tight. And IMSA series, that's looking pretty awesome. And then come back here on a Sunday night, and off we go again for the final run of the year. And don't forget, if you're a subscriber and you're on that list of people that have been drawn out for the 30 for the AI race to draw the winner, get to me by Wednesday night. If you don't get to me by Wednesday night, we're opening it up to viewers on next Sunday night's show that are subscribed. They'll be drawn out of the list of people that are in the room, and they will be put into the AI race. So I'd suggest you get to me ASAP.
Yeah, well, it's almost a smidgen under $2,000, isn't it? $1,980. Those rigs go for retail, and John from Racecraft was kind enough to put that up. You're up over the $1,000 subscribers rather, and well, we've got there. Now we're having dramas of getting it out of your garage, but I think with the good crew you got here at SRW, they're going to all get back to you in one hit, because you've said it. You said it time and time again. You want to get the damn thing out of your garage, so this is a way of just taking the piss a little bit more and making you just wait. But I reckon those drivers will get back to you, and they're just having a bit of game with you, the owner, mate. You did say that it's in your garage taking up space, so you never know. It could be all games, fun and games.
I feel sorry for anyone who doesn't get to me by Wednesday night. I'll tell you right now. There's going to be tears. There's going to be tears. Anyway, Pete, my voice is gone. And there is a F1 race to watch tonight. So hopefully our Aussie boys will do us proud again tonight and drive like troopers. It's been a special night watching the boys out there putting on an amazing show. So thank you to the viewers supporting us. Still a lot of people watching, so thank you for coming out and saying g'day. And Pete, thank you for filling the shoes in while Nathan's looking after his beautiful wife, who is not feeling that good and is under the weather. It's a good night for me.
And it's a good night for me. He caught me. I was just taking a sip. I thought I was clear, but it was a great night of racing. But yeah, you summed it up nice. And let's get out of here. And that's me for the year here on SRW. I'll be back next year, though. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the rest. And good luck to all the boys next year, Steve. And let's get out of here and let's kick off another week here on SRW. But bye.
Good night.
Total one, this is amazing. It was clash heads again. Chaz Wardham situation, better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because I'll tell you what, Bruce Tennant and Jamie Dyke just absolutely blown away from Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen.